Speaking of battle rap, how you feel about the situation between Papoose and Remy Ma?
They both cool with me. Like, I knew Papoose for years, over 15 years. Knew Remy for over 15 years. So I just wish them the best.
I strongly believe that sometimes people need to fight it out. Because talking doesn't do it.
Seeing that Remy Ma wants Papoose back doesn't really surprise me. He was a true definition of that's a good man, Savannah. And I don't know if she thought the grass was green on the other side, but considering that he got a new girlfriend, I think you might have to stay over there, ma'am.
Hold on tight, for this is more than just a scandal. It's a full saga. Papoose and Remy Ma used to serve as models for Black Love. Not really. They were the two who gave us hope that true love could withstand imprisonment and all other hardships. That's the type of man Papoose was. Not your average guy, not the type that may stick around. He was the type of man who would ride or die while pleading for you on his knees.
Do you have any reactions? Whoops, I'm always
No.
I'm for him.
In this court.
She gotta go somewhere else.
You go with him now?
Remy Ma married her and held her in his arms during his 6-year prison term. He showed his devotion by doing it instead of just talking about it after she left. In every interview, award show, and red carpet appearance, he spoke about Remy with unshakable loyalty and affection. True love, the realization of a dream. But somewhere along the line, that hope was crushed. And instead of breaking as it broke, it exploded. It wasn't a nice chat when the streets started talking. Rumor had it that Papoose, who had a strong belief in Remy Ma, was dating someone else. The fight rapper is Easy the Block Captain. At first, many tried to ignore it, attempted to believe Remy's defensive responses, her reticent denials, and her efforts to stay out of the spotlight. But as usual, nothing is received online. What did fans learn from attentively examining grainy photos, closely analyzing every questionable Instagram caption, and forensically rewatching interviews? It didn't look good, to put it mildly. The boiling point was then attained. One fateful evening, Papoose and Easy the Block Captain met face to face at an industry event. Now tension was inevitable. Maybe some aloof nods, maybe some passive-aggressive looks. But what had they got? An outright thud. According to rumors, Papoose didn't hold anything back. Before security could blink, fists flew and found the floor, cold and unconscious. After that, Papoose stood on business. No tweets, no subs. Never treat a man disrespectfully because he built a kingdom of loyalty. But it only got messier. From there, the altercation revealed a scandal that has been simmering for a few months. Easy was easily lured into the combat rap scene since he seemed to be Remy's sidekick. Their supporters started to turn against Remy, the woman they had once supported as a queen who rose from prison to power. Suddenly, she turned into the adversary of the fairy tale. The betrayal struck a different chord when it came from the lady who had always stood for power, togetherness, and redemption. As if cheating on Papoose wasn't weird enough, there were rumors that Remy had moved on again. This time, snuggling up to another rapper. The news is negative. However, comparable for the earlier entanglement quickly put out the flame. But her reputation continued to suffer. Fans who had previously been invincible began to have doubts. Furthermore, Remy seemed to be in a downward spiral, while Papoose was rebuilding in a dignified, serene, and seamless manner. Papoose was spotted with a new girlfriend, according to rumors. And this wasn't just anyone. She's a professional boxer, a real knockout artist in terms of both skill and attractiveness. Indeed, charming, subtle, drama-free, and most importantly, not here for the catastrophe. Papoose seemed happy, which was the finest thing. I am truly content. That gentle, placid glow of a man who finally chose himself after years of giving his all to someone who was unable to do the same. Additionally, keep in mind Papoose's contributions. During Remy's incarceration, he was more than just faithful. He married her over the phone. He kept going. He maintained her reputation with interviews and appearances. He raised their kids, fixed her reputation, and made sure she would have a whole world waiting for her when she got out of prison. He was a rock. witnessing Remy allegedly cheat twice. And with men who were less desirable than what she had at home felt like a betrayal to everyone who stood by them, not just Papoose. The twist was that some people started digging up ancient dirt. In 2017, a woman came out as having a child with Papoose during Remy's incarceration. He denied everything, exposed her as a fraudster, and presented invoices. The taint continued. Even after she lied to achieve power.
23-year-old Jason Scott has been arrested in connection to a murder in Queens that dates back to 2021. Investigators are looking into the possibility that it was a murder for hire.
All right, Fox 5's Teresa Priolo joins us live from Astoria where the victim lived. Teresa, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Steve and Natasha, residents I spoke to here, they didn't know the victim, but they do know who Remy Ma is, and they're telling us that they hope her celebrity doesn't play into this case. Tonight, we are learning that victim was allegedly killed by Remy Ma's son, Jason Jace Scott.
This allowed Remy's fans to say, well, maybe she wasn't the only one who messed up. Despite this, Remy is currently caught up in a storm that is very unlike anything Papoose has ever done. According to insiders, Remy hasn't handled the divorce well at all. She has been stalking Papoose's new partner on Instagram using burner identities, sending threatening messages and sneaking into direct messages. She has allegedly been acting carelessly and saying she is ready for battle, which is absurd considering that Papoose's new girl is an accomplished fighter. As I remind everyone,
I never cheated on nobody, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
For example, the fighter is a body shot expert, gloves are on, and the ring lights are bright. Remy is catching smoke, a left hook, and a public L if she swings. It's a Lifetime film. It's giving me a disgruntled vibe. It is awful to watch a lady discover what she lost too late in the midst of all the chaos and jealousy. What's more gloomy about that? The young daughter of Papoose and Remy must now grow up seeing her parents' conflict unfold like a popular TikTok thread. And Papoose is maintaining order throughout. No mess. No shade, just keeping him calm. He's always been a man of strength. Remy, though, is still denying the infidelity accusations. People aren't convinced, calling the blogs unfounded and saying they distorted everything. She was hesitant, erratic, and obsessed with Papoose's new girl. It is all different from the story, one in which she does not commit the murder, one in which Papoose is ascending and she is spiraling. When you thought things couldn't get any darker, you learn that Remy's son Jason J. Scott was arrested in connection with a murder in Queens in 2021. The accusations are serious, but there are still questions. According to authorities, it may have been a targeted assault. A person could be totally upended by such news. And without Papoose's help, Remy is handling everything by herself. The guy who supported her while everyone else didn't. She no longer has him on her side. They say she's breaking. Papoose, she thought, would be there forever. No matter how hard she tried, he would never abandon her. But now he has. He is also walking hand in hand with a new individual who is calm, loyal, private, and strong enough to maintain his composure. Remy, on the other hand, appeared anxious to drag him into the confusion again. She's poking, probing, and threatening to throw her fists like it's 2005. But Papoose is silent. For him, the chaos is over, focused on his daughter, his new life, his money, and his peace. Also, fans are flocking to appreciate it. Using social media, they have publicly announced their choice. They are backing Papoose and acting like clowns. Remy, she was chastised repeatedly for spoiling what many believed to be a once-in-a-lifetime relationship. Someone tweeted, "How do you lose a man who married you in prison, stayed loyal for 6 years, and built a home for you, and then get mad that he found peace without you?" According to another, Remy acting like a Papoose isn't the prize. "Oh, you made a mistake, sis. This is the ultimate mistake." It's a caution against taking loyalty for granted, thinking that someone will always be there for you, and conflating forgiveness with weakness. Additionally, Papoose is proof that even the most loyal individuals have limits, that even the toughest guys become tired, and healing sometimes means moving on, even after you've given someone your entire being. And now they're all watching. Papoose was developing, growing and dazzling while Remy was buried in the wreckage of her own choices. Will she regain her calm? Will she give in? Or will she still seek for the dark while the man she lost creates a better future without her? Post a comment below. Is this only another story of love that has been turned into a warning? Or can it be resolved? Notify us. Additionally, we will be exploring the alleged direct messages that Remy sent to Papoose's new partner, so make sure to return soon. And it gets wilder, honey.